Welcome to the top of the tallest building in Western Europe. In a year's time, there'll be a new building in Paris that will be a little bit taller than this one, and we won't be able to claim that. So let's enjoy this tonight. So, if you're not aware, we are here to celebrate the 175th anniversary of the Fears Watch Company. Now, 175 years is a pretty long time. We go back to 1846, when my great-great-great-grandfather, Edwin Fear, first decided to set up a workshop and a showroom in Redcliffe Street, Bristol. Queen Victoria hadn't yet been on the throne for a decade. They'd only just finished the Great Western Railway. And in fact, Greenwich Mean Time had only recently become the de facto time of the UK. Now, 175 years is a significant and proper anniversary to celebrate. And what I mean by that is, I've never been someone who has wanted to celebrate opening every envelope. We're not going to be doing the 180th, the 185th. So I'm very grateful that you're all here tonight to celebrate this occasion. The next one will be the 200th, and that's a few years away. And that's not just because my accountant is insisting we don't do this again. Now, you'll see I'm holding a piece of paper. I very rarely prepare a speech in advance, and with this being such a significant occasion, at such a significant venue, I decided no, I had to do this properly. I had to actually prepare one. So I had all these grand plans. I was going to do it a month ago, 2 weeks ago, a week ago. I was going to do it in the taxi today, coming up from Canterbury. I got in that taxi and my husband immediately said, if you don't go to sleep for an hour, I'm going to punch you. So I have just prepared this, and that's why I've got my notes in my hand. But I want to do the thank yous. And these thank yous I really mean from the bottom of my heart, because Fears today is a very different company from the company I restarted 5 years ago. In fact, tonight, as I do at all special occasions and special launches, I'm wearing Redcliffe No. 1, the very first Fears watch to carry the name after the 39 years of laying dormant. Now, these last 5 years haven't just happened. Lua very politely has said it's because of hard work. Well, it's hard work and also realizing that surrounding yourself with incredible people. Now, that does sound like a little bit of a business textbook cliche, but it's true. The Fears team started growing just before the global pandemic started. I was adamant they had to stay with the company during the pandemic, and I'm grateful, because if they had gone, none of this, literally none of this, would be happening here tonight. So this isn't because of me, it's because of them. It's also because of my loving family, my friends, numerous of them are here tonight, and of course my husband, who I don't know where he is, but he will be here somewhere. He's over there at the back. If it wasn't for the fact that even for things like the last 3 weeks, I think he's seen me for 24 hours, because not only have we been preparing for tonight, we've had a new book published. You may have heard of it, Elegantly Understated. We have the author here tonight, Jane. So if you see her, make sure to say hi and don't point out any typos. But we also launched a new watch only a handful of days ago. If you haven't seen the new archival watch, head round to the Sky Boutique as soon as I finish and go and have a look at it, try one on, and maybe buy one. But here we are tonight, the Shard. I remember moving to London after university, and I can pretty much see my house out of the window there where I moved to. I remember watching this building being built, and it was just incredible, this huge shards of glass appearing. I think within the first week of it opening, my mother and I came here, and we came up to this top floor and had a look around. If you had said that, probably about 12, 13 years later, I'd be hosting an event here, I wouldn't have believed you. Enjoy this evening. We have 3 floors here. Everything from up there, the 72nd floor, the roof. If you haven't been up there, it is a beautiful oasis of flowers and just calm and tranquility. So do grab your glass, head up there and enjoy the views. Likewise, head down 1 floor and go and see the loos with a view. If you've already been, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But do enjoy. So, when I was first shown around here during lockdown with my husband Chris, And we came up here, and obviously the Shard hadn't been open for several months, and we're walking around, and it's an impressive building and all that. But the one fact that I really loved, and I think this is just my watch geekiness to a heart, is the fact that where we are stood right now is around 300 meters above street level. So for those of you who are obsessed with dive watches, you know the elegant dress watch is coming back, come on. But for those of you obsessed with a 300-meter diver, you are stood as high as your diver will go down. There you go. That's a fact for the evening. Come and find me later, I'll tell you about the elevators. I referenced the pandemic. I'm not going to dwell too much on the pandemic. Tonight is about celebration, but obviously we know what ourselves and the country have gone through. The last 18 months has been tough on not just Fears, but a lot of British industry and also watch companies. And I think it's important to kind of take this moment just to reflect a little bit on that and appreciate sort of coming to hopefully the end of this and enjoy looking out and looking into the future. I think at this point, I love talking. I mean, anyone who's followed my weekly Instagram lives during lockdown will certainly attest to that. But I think at this point I'm going to begin to wrap up. Not only because I've run out of notes, but mainly because I think everyone wants to enjoy a drink, still see the sightseeing while the lights is up, and enjoy the rest of the evening. So.